So now we're looking at Monday, March 26th. Apparently we're going to say hi to... So those of you who are apparently dead and at home, rumor is you're missed. And rumor is that apparently being in my class all year has put you into therapy. So we wish you the best of luck dealing with therapy of having to deal with me. The little things we do have impacts on other people. So apparently my constant harassing of a kid has broken her. Or other people too. Camp info you find out on Wednesdays, so you get to find out all the important things and posting it to Instagram and finding out who your friends are, or who I've chosen for your new friends. Spirit Week, I'll be posting it to Remind, and then also it's on the board over there, which you can't see here. So turn your head. If you're watching this at home and you turn around, you should see it behind you. Also, there's the book drive coming up for B Points. Every book you donate has to be a kid's book, not old, boring adulty books, but bring in kids' book or little kids' books, and then every book gets you a B point. And then the new B points and grades are posted with the blue sheet and the grades and all kinds of stuff like that. I hand back test tomorrow. And then we're going to get to our new book that we're going to be talking about. And we're going to talk about this, which we'll read through. So those of you at home, you can either pause so that you can read this, or you're more than welcome to listen to me read them, but you're basically going to be giving me a response to each one of these. One, tell me for each one, tell me why you agree or disagree, then we're going to have a little discussion and maybe yell at each other here in a moment at the bottom. 1, lying to your friends is okay as long as you mean well. 2, it is okay to break the law as long as you have good intentions. 3, the ability to be anonymous on the internet is a wonderful thing. 4, clothes only matter if they have a brand name on them. Generic clothes are bad. And 5, you can easily limit yourself to a total of 75 things to limit your impact you have on the world. Before we get to that, let me talk about the book you're going to be reading. It's called The Gospel According to Larry. And for those of you here, you do get a copy that you get to take home. The drawback is it is not your own personal copy to write in. So the copies that you are going to have are going to be my copies. Because this is not one that you purchased with your own money like you guys did with the Outsiders. But so on this one, you get it, unlike my regular kids who only get the class section. I don't even have enough for them. But for you guys, I do have one to send home. The problem with this book is, much like with the Outsiders, main characters die, big things happen. So as you're reading it, be careful letting other kids know, because there are a number of Globetrotters and a number of stars who have read or are reading the book. And once again, as soon as they start finding out that you're reading it, they're going to want to ruin it for you, because that's what humans do. Humans are awful people. And they're going to try and say, have you gotten to the part where he... And they're going to tell you where this certain thing dies. What you need to do quickly, as soon as they start doing that, take your hand, curl the fingers, so you have that little part right there, and it's just straight into the trachea, which is the little bony part in the front, and you just do a little drop, like, did you get there? And then they hit the ground. You're like, no, I have not, and I appreciate you not telling me. They're like, so hopefully that helps out. If not, it also helps instead of doing that way. If you're like, I can't punch people, that's fine. You want to go to the side, where we have this part of it, and instead of that, it's like slapping them. And you want to bring that part in, and you go right into the trachea again. It does a little crushing motion, drops them to the ground.
I learned that when I took a karate class.
There you go. And it helps them learn not to make poor choices. If I find out you give away information, I will metaphorically do that to you and find horrible things to do to you, because as we get towards the end of the year, I get to become creative with how I help you learn to make good choices.
Whoa.
So no
Mr.
ruining books for other people.
I'm still twitching. I don't think I can handle that.
Well, then don't ruin the book for the people.
I'm not very good at that either.
Tomorrow is when you actually get a copy of it. With the book. Once again, all of these things connect to the book as we're going to be going through it. With it, one, it's a true story. And so it's based on a thing that happened before you guys were born 2004?
Yeah.
This is before. Time out. It's okay. You started to think I cared. I apologize for giving you that impression. That was on me. And so sometime in the 4, 5, 3, 2, anyway, this was before you were born. Because this book takes place, I believe, in the early 2000s, right around that time period. So it was around the startup of the internet. So it's going to be probably pre-history from you. But there's every chance that, depending on, your parents may have been in college, something like that, there's a chance your parents are familiar with some of these things that happen in it, and so it's written about sort of these events that occurred. It's one of those true story fiction, it's not like, I don't know what you call it. Realistic fiction, where it's based on these events that happen.
Have you ever
but-
read a story about a person who actually dies?
Yes.
Yes. Just like if you read about Abraham Lincoln, hashtag spoiler, he gets killed. And so, once
Okay, but
again,
that's different.
it's
like,
from before you were born, so it's probably okay.
to make you
Um,
the president, so I
but we'll
actually
get into
voted.
that. Fitz, you've been so patient. What's up?
For the book drive, is there a maximum amount of books?
Nope. Maximum number of points, but not maximum number of books.
What's the maximum?
15 points.
15.
Yeah. Binnel.
So when you do the trachea thing,
Trachea.
yeah, what if when you do that they start to continue speaking in sign language?
Well, then obviously you just close your eyes. That's easy.
That's easy.
That's the easiest thing of all. You just turn around and then you just mock them like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, it's just fun the whole
But
time.
then they'll suck our hamster back.
Well, that sounds like a you issue. All right, so as we get into our book and the choices, the first one, let's go through and see if you agree or disagree with each one. Lying to your friends is okay as long as you mean well. Agree? Disagree. 2, it is okay to break the law as long as you have good intentions. Agree? Disagree.
Here. What are you thinking?
I'm in the middle.
He's thinking he has an opinion. Be strong here. 3, the ability to be anonymous on the internet is a wonderful thing. Agree? Disagree.
You're right. Listen to anonymous
4,
YouTuber.
clothes only matter if they have a brand name on them. Generic is bad. Agree? Disagree. And 5, you could easily limit yourself. Listen, I'll take out easily. You could limit yourself to a total of 75 things. Agree?
75.
Disagree.
I don't
agree
with that.
John, you saw me and Gandhi.
Then jumping back to our first one. The first third of our book is built on one of the main characters lying to us, the reader, and lying to their friends because we find out that in real life he has something he is hiding. And so, but his thinking is it's okay because if people found out about this thing, it would shape how you view me. And so he's lying it, he's basically leaving out a big part of his life with all of his friends because he says it's none of your business, it's about me, I have good intentions. But then when his friends find out, they get all angry and upset. It's like, you've been lying to us all this time. So my thought is, in your opinion, is that an okay thing to do if you withhold a major part of your life from even your friends and don't tell them? But then, is it okay for them to get upset or not get upset? Elizabeth?
Well, I kind of agreed and disagreed at the same time.
Uh-huh.
I agreed in the, because if it hurt someone, if it could hurt someone, I wouldn't tell them. But still, the person would probably be really upset if the person didn't tell them.
I mean, it can be one of those things where, let's say, when you were really young, and you went to a different school, you got in trouble for beating up kids all the time, and you were known as like, Thuggo the Thuggy. And then you move to a new school, and you're like, you turn over a new leaf, and you stop beating people up, and you're like trying to change the world, but then one day, you're like, your friends, and some other kids are like, no, don't beat me up, like, you used to be beat. And you're like, what? And all of a sudden you get outed as this horrible person, but you never told your friends, now they see this other side of you, so is that wrong to have never told them this? And that's what it comes down to.
That's not a lie because they never asked or told you, so
That's-
therefore it is not a lie, it is a secret.
That's
Or
part of it, is
difference.
the idea of that same thing is, but when it's that same idea with your parents, it's a lie. When you're like, what? You didn't ask if I snuck out last night? Come on. There's not a lot that's the same idea when you're in the process of getting in trouble.
You didn't.
Zoe?
Okay, so I was watching this show, okay, and this is a little out there.
Which
but-
one? There are like many.
Okay, it was a show, okay? And so,
Thanks.
they were like, so the dad was about to like do something, and then the mom turned him in before he could like do it, like so his wife, and so
That's
then
also a lot.
so then he got killed by the government, casual.
Wow.
And, but then the daughter, the daughter's friend told her that he turned in, her dad,
Okay.
so that she wouldn't be mad at her mom.
Because saying that the dad was already a bad person.
No,
Could you
saying that
could you
the-
use names? Because the he and her is really bothering
Okay,
me.
so let's just say his name's Josh.
Okay.
What? Okay, so this and the daughter's name's like Avery. Okay,
So I
so
get
then
killed?
Avery's dad was killed, and Avery's mom turned him in. Okay, and so that's why he was killed. But then, Josh told Avery that he turned in her dad because he didn't want Avery to be mad at her mom.
Oh.
So it was like.
So let's jump to the end where we get
So
to your
then-
opinion.
So then she figures that out that it was him, but then she was like happy that he told her that because.
Still jumping to the end when
So
we get to your
then I
opinion.
think that lying is okay if you have a good reason.
Great job, Zoe.
We got there. Just a struggle. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Brody.
Thank you, Avery.
So think about this. Somebody is finding out secrets about you, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like they're on top of a skyscraper. You're driving a dump truck filled with mattresses, right? You're gonna try to cushion their fall so that they don't die when they hit the ground. Because if they find out bad stuff about you, it's not gonna be good. So you need to cushion them. The mattresses are actually lies. So you're putting the mattresses of lies underneath the people before they die because they're hitting the ground with truth.
So you're saying lies are good.
Yes.
Okay. That was an interesting metaphor. You're protecting them with mattresses of lies.
Yeah.
I can't believe I followed that. Grab me.
I said that I disagree because disagree
Okay.
because if you are like scared to tell your friend the truth or whatever, then they shouldn't really be your friend. And if they don't accept that you're telling them the truth, then they shouldn't like want you to tell them the truth, and they shouldn't want to be you because you're just a good friend for telling them the truth.
All right. Vic?
I said I agree if telling them is only going to make them upset and it's not going to help them at all.
I can
Like
see
if they
that.
say like, am I ugly? And you say yes, that's not going to help anything. That's just going to make them upset.
But what if it's because they're getting ready to go ask out like that really cute guy, and you're like, no, you're like toad's beautiful. You should definitely go talk
Well,
to
yeah,
him.
but that would
Call
help
them
them.
nasty.
Why? Because he's gonna laugh at her.
No,
Yeah.
it boosts their self-esteem.
So it's good for your friend to get laughed at.
No, I'm saying it would be good to tell them.
Oh, then it's you're saying it's good to say no. You shouldn't ask him out because you're totally ugly.
Yeah.
No, you would just make up a different reason.
See, that's where a new
So
lie
then you're gonna
comes
have a
Like
new
it looks
lie.
like you're about to yeah.
So you're just gonna bury it with
Yeah,
other.
it's just a web of
So you're just gonna
lies.
hit it with mattresses. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Don't talk to him.
Twitch.
Don't talk to him.
Oh my god.
You're Twitch.
Hey, actually calling you. You can talk now.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Hollyhock?
It really messed me up.
So I agree with
Ooh, yeah.
Mia because, okay, here's a quick story. So my mom, she did her hair in like a really interesting way. And she asked me if it looked good.
Can we
I
go
go.
on to the next question?
No, stop. And okay, so she did it because she saw a celebrity do it,
Uh huh.
and so she wanted to be like,
Celebrity could pull it off and your mom couldn't,
no,
and you told your mom it looked good,
yeah,
and she liked it.
yeah,
So you didn't want to hurt her feelings.
yeah, but then it ended up hurting me because people were like, ew, ew.
2, to go on to breaking the law as long as you have good intentions. And once again, our main character is going to break a number of laws, but he does it because he feels he is making the world a better place by doing it, and the people who have the laws don't really know what they're doing. Kelby?
Okay, I said agree because like you could be trying to like make the world a better place. Like yes,
Okay.
I'm not very sure. I just came up with that on top of my head.
I'm glad you thought that out really well. The Dubs?
I was sort of on the fence because, like, if you know that there is a positive outcome that will help you,
Uh-huh.
or I mean, help the world, if you're gonna break a law, and that it won't hurt anybody in the process, and that you are willing to take the consequences, then I said go for it.
Like locking out of school for a gun violence kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the same idea, as like by walking out, you were breaking the school law.
Or like
Just that same idea.
jaywalking if there's a donut shop across the street.
It's interesting that you put those on the same balance, walking out for school safety and donuts. I now see
I
where
mean,
life goes.
You're comfortable with the same thing.
Olson?
I agree because the law could be unjust, and I think you should stand up for what you believe in if you think it's going to have a positive outcome.
I don't want to go to prison like Mr. Brovicast.
Didn't go to prison,
Exactly.
just
There's
got
a
arrested.
difference.
There's a difference. Prison,
Well-
really scary.
What was gonna come
I mean,
after getting
from what
arrested?
I've heard.
Prison.
Strong!
I disagree because there's laws for a reason and they're for everyone's safety, and if you're breaking laws, how is that helping others?
Good point too. Jajo?
So on my paper I disagreed, but like now I'm kind of in the middle
Yeah.
because like if a law is unjust and you're trying to do it for a change, then it's fine. But like if you're like gonna like murder somebody for some reason,
That's what I
it's not.
But what if you're murdering someone that is
A murderer.
someone who's been doing all kinds of awful things, but no one's
That's
been
why
able
you
to catch
get
them?
the police involved.
But
And then the police
haven't been
are
able to catch them.
If
Still
you have
catch
the
someone
opportunity to murder him, you have
It's
the
like
opportunity.
you could
Why?
say, oh,
So in that case, you're saying it's okay?
you can't find
No.
A, so then you have to break
Oh.
some laws.
No.
to find A.
Even though you're the only one that can. 3! The ability. This plays a big role in it because this was a whole big part of the book is the idea of being anonymous on the internet and whether good things can come from being anonymous on the internet or if that is a bad thing. Because going back to that secret that you're keeping from the friend is the idea if you can imagine finding out that your friend is like some anonymous person on the internet or some famous person in real life but they've been keeping it from you. It's that sort of idea throughout the entire book. Urge?
I said yes. I agree because like if there's some creeper guy stalking you, then they wouldn't know your name, so they couldn't find you.
Who's the anonymous guy?
Tomorrow!
That guy is anonymous.
We will get into the actual reading and find out from there.
Stay anonymous.